What's good, fam? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna show you how to make a Detroit beat, which I'm not gonna lie, Detroit beats, they're very easy to make, but if you don't know how to make it, it's all good. I'm gonna show you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe though, you know. Let's get into it. So there's a few styles within the Detroit type beat genre, right? But the one that we're going for is like the aggressive one. I guess for reference, right, is the latest Grizzley album. If you haven't heard it, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good listen. I think it's fire in my opinion. But yeah, so we're going for that style, right? More specifically, listen to the song called Trench, and this is what the beat kind of sounds like. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of simplify the process, because in my opinion, like I said before, these beats is like one of the most easiest to make. Like you can't mess it up. If you do, I don't know what to tell you, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so here's what we got first, right? For so many Detroit beats, they often start with a low piano that's very rhythmic, right? So we get this right here. We got that variation, we also have this too. So yeah, that's gonna be the main basis of the melody, which I think is very easy to build off of, right? Because usually the 808s is gonna follow this pattern, and so is the little that one bass, you know what I'm talking about. That's gonna follow the same pattern too. But yeah, so like I said, we wanna build off of this. So what I like to do is just to add some sounds that you might hear from songs, right? Like you might hear a violin. Usually you're gonna hear bells in Detroit beats, they be going crazy. And you might hear some type of like harp too, sometimes. So what I added was a harp, and I went to Nexus. I grabbed the BWB PL harp cycle, and it sounds pretty tense, I'm not gonna lie. So this is what we got right here. So it's just that pattern, and the reason that this sounds pretty evil, I guess, is because it's repeating the same notes over and over, and a lot of the notes are very close to each other. So we have D and E, which are, of course, you know, one note away, they're close. And we have A sharp and B, which usually A sharp, it kind of sounds a little bit dark to me, no matter how you play it. And well, I guess it usually depends on how you play it, but it sounds darker in a lot of circumstances. So that's what I was going for. So like I said, the key is to make it repetitive and to use notes that's close to each other. Literally for these sounds too, I didn't add any effects, I kept it raw. Like that's it. And me, you know, I love to raw dog for real, so that's what we get. Now we have a type of bell pad to play too. And when I say all these sounds came from Nexus, they all came from Nexus. Like Nexus is real good for that trap sound too, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is what we get. As I said before, repeating the same notes is usually what you want to go for. Now, like I say usually, so you don't have to do this, okay? Because making music is subjective and you can do what you want to do. I'm just saying, you know, for the generic Detroit beat, this is probably, you know, going to be very beneficial to you. Now, for the next sound, we got a violin, because, you know, usually you might hear strings in a lot of Detroit beats. So this one is like, literally it's going to play like a drone, which means it's going to play like just one note going out like something like that. So it's what it sounds like. This one is the Lifetime violin out of Nexus. And like I said, it's just literally one very long note and then plus this extra note at the end just for some tension. And then we have a second variation, right, which would be played during the bridge just to add some more variation. So this is what this one sounds like. It's kind of a little bit more jumpy, but yeah, it sounds like this. So yeah, very simple. Literally everything that I showed you is like literally either a very simple melody or just a repeated, you know, succession of notes together, right? So you can do this, man. I believe in you. Okay, so now we get into the drums, which is like the easiest part. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just show you like the 808 for real and go into that. Everything else is just so simple. So let's get into it. So as I said before, the 808 is gonna follow the same exact pattern as a piano with a few extra bounces, and this is what you get right here. Now, of course, it wouldn't be the Detroit beat without the little boom, 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 hey, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, so yeah, we get this right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that part be making me jump for real. So we get that part, and literally, you know, if you don't know how to do it, it's literally just copying the same note over and over, and then you're going, you know, you might want to add some variation like these right here and some rows like there. Like, it's very simple. Like, don't overcomplicate it, okay? Make it sound how you want it to sound. So now we get into the other drums, which is usually very simple. So, you know, you're gonna have a regular clap. I have a 2-step hi-hat pattern, which I literally didn't add any rows. Have an open hat that hits on the first one and the third one, like very simple. And then just some, you know, a few perks just to add some more bounciness. Usually you might use like a laser perk or realm shot, or just the triangles. Like, it's like the most used sounds in Detroit beats, really. Now, the last couple things, right, is we're gonna have a bell that plays with the beat. You know, usually bells is very common, and this one sounds like this. We have that one. Then we have one for a variation, which plays on the bridge, which sounds like this. Now, the thing with making your bells is I would recommend to go to cut itself so that the bells don't resonate over each other, so it sounds a lot cleaner. Now, the last thing that I got is this Detroit bass, which, you know how it sounds. It's like whoom, 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 and this one plays the exact same pattern as a piano with some few extra stuff, and yeah, that's what it sounds like. Quick disclaimer, if you want any of the drum sounds that I've been using throughout this whole video, then go in the description and click that link. It's gonna take you to a free Detroit drum kit, so go ahead and get that, don't miss out. Thank you if you made it to the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that, learned something from it. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty easy video, and, you know, it's a Detroit beat, like, come on now. But yeah, like I said, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Follow my socials and everything like that. Make sure you're drinking your water and doing your push-ups. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Maybe a loop kit coming soon. I don't know.